Well, we're getting ready to come on the air. I believe today I'm going to be the only one covered on. That's what it looked like. That's okay. That's all right. I got to drive it myself. Okay.
WKMB's Plainfield, a service of Harvest Radio. It's time now for the Town Talker with Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson. Reverend Jackson is founding pastor of the Church of What's Happening Now, located in Plainfield, New Jersey. And now, the Town Talker, Reverend Zechariah Jackson.
Oh, it's good coming to you. I hope that everybody get home okay because of all the crazy weather out there. It looks like it's going to snow, but I guess it's just a little rain and getting us ready for what's getting ready to come. We had a victory a few weeks ago with, of course, with the Democratic Party, and today I guess I just want to talk about that victory, that the Obama victory, I guess we would call it. Here that Chicago is all on lockdown and everything, the area where President-elect, we don't have to say Senator anymore, President-elect Obama lives is on lockdown, and I don't know whether maybe just here, so they say they got 5 blocks blocked off and everything, and I think the house behind them, I think they rented that out so they wouldn't give you empty space there, and it's just, we just getting ready for January 20th, it's going to be special in January because of, what's taking place with the new president. And I want to say this right here, this whole year as we wind it up, we're at the 11th month now, and we're bringing it on in. It's like a landing. It kind of reminds me of the night being at the Democratic headquarters, and where so many people was there. We had great food right here in Plainfield. And just to see where the blue was taking over, and everybody was, shouting and going crazy, and, just really celebrating the victory of the Democratic Party. And so we were so happy to celebrate this here. And I hear, too, let me say this here to the listening audience, that there's buses that's going down. So if you can't afford a train, there's many buses. I think some coming from Newark, Irvington, and I believe right here in the home of Plainfield. That's going to go down to inauguration. I think it's a beautiful experience, and I just can't wait to the first State of the Union address that the new president will do. And so it's going to be a very, very exciting year. The gas prices have come down. I got gas today as low as $1.91. You know what I mean? $1.91 right there on 22. I believe almost close to Hillside. I forget the name of the station, but things seem to be picking up, and of course, like everything, we want things to happen overnight and everything. But I guess the same way we got in this situation, this economic boom, or this this not boom, but this economic crash that we got in. I imagine that's how we're gonna get out of it, just that way. You know, everybody's kind of holding on to their pennies, and you can't blame the people because of just the way things is. I'm right now out here searching myself. I would like to build a church, but no one wanted to hear from the Reverend right now to loan him any money. You know, but I understand, but we just pray that everything is just going to be good. So today, the church of what's happening now, Town Talker Talk Show. We opened the lines today. To the people on the outside, if you'd like to call in and talk about your expressions about what this means to you to have this president. And let me say that, of course, it's special to me. I've always voted Democratic for a Democrat, and to have one that reflects me, I guess, is a good thing. So anybody out there that'd like to call in and talk about this, the new president, 908-822-9562. And we're going to take calls, and we can just sit here and just talk about things. It's just it's a good thing that to see that God is working, and I think that with Obama in office, this right here would truly will heal the nation. It will give the nation something. And you know, even those that didn't vote for Obama, I'm seeing that today that they're coming around. They're making a difference. You know, they're coming around themselves. And I talk to many people that talk about, well, you know, I didn't vote for Obama, but I'm hopeful that he will do something to balance the economy and to bring the gas prices down and help those with the homes and the far out loans that I guess many of us have today. So everybody's hopeful that Obama will, the new president will do it. I don't just want to, get off calling him Obama, you know what I mean? Because he is the president of the United States. So somehow we got to come from just saying Obama to saying the president, and that right there is going to be something. I also hear that they're looking for a dog for the kids, and the president said that President-elect Obama, I'll just say it that way for right now. He said that they would have went to a shelter to get the dog, but they chose not to because of I think the young daughter Sasha, or maybe the older daughter. I think she has some kind of she's allergic to some animals, so I guess they're gonna have to get one that she wants. And today I think they breed those animals too, where they don't have that reaction on the people. So we're just prayerful that everything go well. We look at all the people, the cabinet members that he's picking and things, and so many people, even Lisa Rice. She even gave a comment the other day, and I guess it would almost be rude mentally not to say something, positive about this guy, because so much high hopes that we have, that we just praying that it all come together, and we're prayerfully that does. If there's anyone out there like to call in, just let us know. I guess we're going to go to break at 15 minutes at 4:15. So anybody want to call in and voice their opinion about the new president-elect, by all means do. I want to go a little spiritual, of course. I wouldn't be a reverend if I didn't, I guess. If I go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, where it said, God said, let there be light in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night. When we look at the divide from the day to the night, we can sit down and analyze it from many different levels. I believe, not saying that this man is anything of a holy man, but because of his sojourning and because of his background, that his racial background. You know, his mother's white, his father was black, and grandmother's white, and that he will be able to relate even better than I could. You know, and I think that that's what we need today. You know, we need a healing in this country. You know, a holy healing, because I think so many things has slowed down because of that. There's not a great healing. You know, racial divides hurt us many ways, economically especially, you know, and the idea that, you know, we should be one in this war, in this battle. You know, we should just be one person, one people moving toward a new world, you see. So we sit down and we, you know, you think about things, and of course, because of the fact that you are, you know, your back is against the wall in many areas and everything, that, you know, that you sit down and you think about what is it that we can do to make a better America. And I think that that's what most of us are thinking today. You know, what can we do to make a better America? And I think that with Obama in office this time, you know, to see how him and Hillary Clinton battled each other to you know, to win the nomination. And I tell you, when I look back at some of the old tapes and everything, the old videos, and I see Hillary Clinton and Obama, they were really going at it, you know. And you know, that night, I really, really felt that. I felt all that energy that night when Obama was being elected. So it's just so good that that happened, and we you know, we were celebrating and just prayerful that things would come together. If we can, Melissa, if Melissa could go to a commercial at this time, she can't hear me at this time. But the idea is, why can't I go to commercial? You know, and the idea is that, and if you feel that you want to call in, you can call in. I have a guest that just come in. I have a guest that just come in, and she's going to say a few things about her free day of, I think, Thanksgiving Day food for next week. So if we can, go to commercial. Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, how you doing,
I'm
brother?
all right. I was sitting out there because I know. I was just sitting there. He said, "Come on in." And
Yeah, but you're supposed to be here at 4 o'clock.
I was sitting out there. They didn't tell you to come in.
No, they didn't tell you, but just next time come in. Okay, so what are you going to talk about? You going to talk about this, and you going to talk about the other thing?
Oh, I can talk about it if you want me to, because you said the doctor's gonna be here, so that's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, he didn't show up, so that's why I told you that if he didn't show up, then you can go.
Yeah, because I didn't want to. I guess because I didn't want to interrupt you and
Yeah, but I wish you know, would have came on, because this would may have callers in for this Obama thing, because I had to go to something else.
Well, I can come back for the you know, to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow.
Well, yeah, we can do all that today. We can talk about this, and then we can talk about the crisis in Plainfield. I put it like that, crisis in Plainfield, because the idea is that at least we can have a filler, and we'll talk about the march tomorrow and everything, and you know, your thought and your perspective on things, you know, and just take it like that. Okay, I'm back. This is the Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, Town Talker Talk Show. And I have a guest that's here today, Joann Hollis, it is, a former councilwoman here in Plainfield. She has an announcement, and then she has a crisis she would like to talk about. Now, what is the announcement, Joann?
Okay. Good afternoon. The announcement is the Elm West Resident Association is having an annual pre-Thanksgiving dinner and concert. And we have a Minister of Music, Diana McDonald, and Evangelist Sidney Lessenter of Edenton, North Carolina. They will be in concert at the Holy Grounds Outreach Church, 208.
Okay, I'll just switch. I should take that one. Start over.
Yes, that the Elm West Resident Association of the annual will be having their annual pre-Thanksgiving dinner and concert. Minister of Music, Diana McDonald, and evangelist Sidney Lessenter of Edenton, North Carolina. They will be in concert at the Holy Grounds Outreach Church at 208 Millenberg Place in Plainfield. And are you thankful for how God has blessed you? Do you want Him to continue to bless you? Just come on out on Saturday and join us and receive more blessings. It's free. Southern home-cooked meal will immediately be served after the services. And for more information, you can call 908-405-0027 or 908-448-7925. Again, that's Saturday, November the 15th. It will start at 1 p.m. sharp. Thank you and have a blessed evening.
And what time will they start serving the food?
They will start serving the food around 3 o'clock.
Okay, 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And it's over at 4?
Well, we can't put a time limit on God.
Okay.
Because if He get in there and the Spirit go to rolling, we will be all into the Spirit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. We hope that many would call and would come by for dinner.
Yes.
And who's going to be presiding, Reverend, over there?
The Thanksgiving word will be given by evangelist Helen Boss.
And she from Plainfield here?
And she's from Plainfield.
Okay. Do you know her church? Or?
Yes, she's from the Holy Grounds Outreach Church.
Oh, okay.
Under Apostle Samuel Campbell. He's the founder.
Okay. Now, this week here, you're busy. I mean, you're very busy this week here.
Yes, I am.
And you also want to talk to me about a crisis that you would like Plainfield to hear about, this crisis that took place.
And yes, I do.
And, okay.
Okay, the day before election.
Which was November 3rd.
November the 3rd, approximately about 6:30 p.m. in the evening. We were having a family discussion on the outside of the Plainfield Police Department. And at the time, I guess we were outside and, things might have been loud. And I'm not going to say it wasn't. But a police officer came up in the car and he just said to them what was going on. And we told him it was a family discussion. He said, take it home. And then another officer walked up. But all of a sudden, 2 police officers busted out of the police department. One acting like he was, like a RoboCop. He ran out of there, and I said, hey, what's going on? And he approached my daughter. See, there's an ongoing, situation with the 2 of them. And he said to her, talk like you in the library. She said to him, we outside.
Okay.
I'm grown. He said, oh, you grown? He grabbed her and slammed her on the police car.
Wow.
My mom was right there between him and my daughter. She said, hey, wait a minute. She just had a baby. And Detective Black stated if she just had a baby, then she need to be home. Now, believe me, I always say this. I believe that you enforce the law.
Sure.
But I do not think that you should put your hands on people, whether they're criminals or not, because everyone is not a criminal. And to slam a young lady on a vehicle, would he have want that to happen to his family? One thing that I always say, and that's, Detective Lugo, he used to work with the community under Sergeant Brown with the crime unit. So it's not like he didn't know us.
Okay.
He know us. But to slam her on that car like that, I'm still trying to find out why. It didn't have to be that way. And then he tells her they're going to sweep it under the rug. And he's not going to lose a day. And he said, I'm not going to lose one day of pay. You don't have to lose a day of pay. But you should be reprimanded for what you did. Would you want someone to slam your sister? Or maybe your mother out there?
Now, did you talk to the sergeant? Yeah.
I talked to Director Helwig. I put in a internal affairs report, and while I'm standing there, I passed in my report. I asked for a copy, They turned around and gave it to the police officers. And Detective Black and them tore up their report, said, good looking out. So they began to rewrite their report. I said, that's it. I'm going down here to find the mayor. And I went down to the campaign office. Because, you know, no slouch on the mayor. But something needs to be done with them. I'm sure they done received more calls about the way they have been beating and roughing people up.
Now, what was the report with, there was something in Carrier News about this incident, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes.
And do you have a copy of it here with you?
No, because, matter of fact, someone called me up to let me know that it was in the paper.
Okay.
But what I did hear is that they said they're going to investigate it and they're going to go to the fullest.
Okay, now let me say what I heard.
Okay.
There was a lot of blogs on the computer. You know what
Okay.
a blog is, right?
Yes.
Okay. And they, a lot of people said that your daughter make her run out of mouth a lot.
She probably do.
Okay.
She probably do.
But she still didn't deserve that.
She didn't deserve to be slammed.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 25.
Oh, she's still a baby. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of teenagers out there that may be running their mouth.
But if you can, you look on the computer because a lot of people wrote in.
Okay.
And everything they did write in. Now, People Organization for Progress is putting a march together for this tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
At what time?
4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock. Okay. And have you talked to Martin Helmer? Will he be there? And who else will be there?
Yeah, well, he said that he was going to investigate it.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else from the city will be at the march, or do you know?
Well, we invited them.
You invited everybody.
That's
basically.
right. Everyone should hear everyone's side. Yes.
Okay. All right. I would like Town Talk Show if I could bring your daughter, you, and the police officer here.
Mm-hmm.
Both of the police officers here next week, if that's possible.
Well, sure.
And tomorrow somehow we're going to reach out to the police officer and just sit down and try to have a civil conversation. Because, you know, we're a small-knit community here.
That's
you
right.
understand me? It's not one of the police officers I drive by I don't recognize.
That's
I don't know all
right.
the names, but you recognize
And that's
them.
me too. I highly recognize them. And
So we definitely got to somehow bring this down because you're starting to get these calls and getting this feedback.
mm-hmm.
That the community and the police. It is not us against the police or them against us.
Mm-hmm.
Often say that if we can't trust the police officers, then who can we? If we can't call on them. and I know that sometimes some of the young girls can be sassy because that's just their culture.
That's right.
It's not a matter of that's just what they do. They do that with everybody.
with everyone. But I've been doing some research myself.
Okay.
And there's several young African American, when I say young ladies that is always being beat up. Matter of fact, I can recall when they beat one up down there on 3rd Street when they raided her home.
Okay.
But I've yet to hear, and I'm still researching, that a Caucasian has been beat up
Sure.
by a police officer.
Sure.
Okay? One thing that I have to say, I watch them. I watch them how they rough them up. Every police officer that is working for Plainfield is not bad.
Sure.
And they all knows me. But then you got those few that got a problem. And then they use their problem behind a badge.
Yeah.
And that's what
where
we
the problem,
need to stop.
Yeah, that's where the problem become because then it become a bigger thing than what it is.
Yes, it is.
We definitely have to talk to the people tomorrow. I'll be at the march at 4 o'clock. Steve Hafter's chairman of People Organization for Progress here in Plainfield, and I'll be there tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I had other plans, but since this right here did go down, I will be there and try to see what we can do to heal this, to mend this right here, because we should not have this kind of behavior going on with the police in Plainfield. And I mean, there's enough people out here doing wrong than to be beating people up that ain't doing much wrong. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So
I understand.
We have to somehow bridge the gap and again, the Town Talker Show, we invite the police and you and your daughter up here next week
We will.
to be here, and let's talk about this whole situation to try to get some kind of healing on this right here. So, did anybody reach out to you from the city?
I've talked with Councilwoman Linda Carter.
Okay.
I've spoke with Councilman Rasha Burney. Of course, I've spoke with the mayor.
Okay.
And she's real busy in this city, and she wants to set up a meeting, and I'm looking forward to that day.
Okay.
I've spoke with several people, whether they politicians or just community people. They have reached out because quite a few people know that this is not the first time.
Wow.
With this officer and my daughter. So if there's something
So
personal.
you're saying that these two have been having.
That's right. So this is something personal.
Wow.
Okay? But I feel like you keep your personal thoughts and feelings home.
Sure.
And on the job, you are professional.
Okay. Okay. So they've had run-ins before.
Yes.
Okay. Was the run-ins docket like this one?
Not like this one because no hands. But see, a lot of people don't understand that sometimes when people feel that they're right,
Sure.
like, it's like this. She's the type of person, she goes forward. A worker. She don't just sit at home. She take care of her children.
Yes.
But if she feels that she's right on a situation, she's going to speak up.
Sure.
No one should tell her to shut up.
Right.
She had parents,
Mm-hmm.
if that needs to be done.
Sure. Sure.
So, she's an outgoing person, but on the other hand, she do a lot in the community as well, too.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, we often, when a situation like this happens, we often go for the critics, I call them, of what the victim, what he does or what she does in terms of life or whatever, whether they work or whatever. But, a case like this right here, that's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't, you don't have to bring all that in to just say that this right here shouldn't happen, because it just shouldn't happen.
That's right.
You understand what I mean?
Yes, I
Whether
do.
the person is a pauper or whatever, a homeless person, whatever the case,
Right.
it just shouldn't happen.
That's right.
And somehow we have to mend this abuse that's going on in the community.
Yes, we
If there's
do.
abuse out there, then we have to definitely bring it together.
Yes,
We're
we
too
do.
small of a city
Mhm.
not to get along with the police that's here.
That's
You
right.
understand what I
Yes,
mean?
I do.
It don't make any sense. You understand what I mean?
Yes, it does, sir. Yes,
And
it does.
sometimes they pull me over, and I give them my license, registration, insurance, whatever the case may be. I mean, I wave to some of them. I mean, we're not. We don't want anybody out there to think that we are bred in a society, us against the police. You know what I mean?
That's
that
right.
right there would be ludicrous. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Not because that we are punking out, as the young people would say, or whatever, but the idea is that we truly need law and order in the
Yes, we
town.
do.
But that's
Yes,
what we
we
need,
do.
law and order.
That's right.
You see.
That's
We
right.
can't have aggression on any side. So it's very important if those in the city or outside of the city would like to come down to Plainfield on what is that, Watchon Avenue?
Watchon Avenue. Yes,
Watchon and 4th?
Yes.
Watchon and 4th Street in Plainfield tomorrow at 4 o'clock. People Organization for Progress will be there talking about the situation
Yes.
that happened. And
No
everything.
violence.
And of course, no violence. POP is.
No, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
them to know.
Yeah, there's no violence. See, because the simple reason that it would not help.
That's right.
You understand me?
Yes,
See,
I
it just wouldn't help, you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't help, not because of the great force that would be put together with the police department, but it just wouldn't help because where would you go from there? That's the
right.
thing, you know what I mean? Then what? You understand what I mean? That's I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. Then what?
Then what?
Then what?
That's
You
right.
understand me? So what we're trying to do is trying to funnel any future things
Yes.
that may come up. We got to we got to be a city that's on the rebuild.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And we need everybody in the community to work together.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean? From
Yes, we do.
PUMA to everybody else. We can have a
That's
beautiful
right.
city here.
That's right.
And a lot of them do work together.
That's right.
But we just have to,
And the thing that gets me, and I'm going to tell you this and then I'll be finished. But I work with the police department. I mean, we have gatherings.
Okay.
They the first ones I invite. When we have our community meetings, I have them there. I have Sergeant Kenny Reed,
Okay.
Sergeant Larry Brown,
All right.
Sergeant Mike Gillian. I even had Director Helwig there.
Okay.
So we want to make it safe for us, but we also want the police officers, as they making it safe for us, for them to make it safe for everyone.
Yes.
You don't have to beat no one up.
Yes. Yes.
If you'd have said you was arrested, you under arrest, she said, for what? This is America. If we can't talk, Dr. Martin Luther King made it a way that we be able to talk.
Yes, without a doubt. Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, you know, we definitely have to bridge the gap, and I almost certain that that's what Chairman Steve Hatcher want to do tomorrow.
Yes.
At the march is bridge the gap.
Yes.
And let us work hard to bring about peace in the community. You know, because that's exactly what we need. Now I want you to announce your dinner for Thursday. I mean for Saturday again, please.
Okay. Okay. And again, please come on out on Saturday, November the 15th at 1 p.m. and enjoy a Southern cooked Thanksgiving meal and listen to the music from Minister of Music Diana McDonald and Evangelist Sidney Lessenter. They're from North Carolina. And the Thanksgiving word is going to be enjoyed by Evangelist Helen Boyce.
Okay.
We look forward to seeing you.
All right, and thank you again. This is the Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, Town Talker Talk Show. Thank you. Good night.